Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Daybreak. November 20th, 12:08, 5:35 AM. On our way to Oración. It really is a shame we can't take Marielle with us. Well, at least she's going there with the guild, better than traveling on her own. Yeah, sounds like they're planning to send a lot of people over to Oración. Can't think of a better group for the job. Indeed, helping civilians is what they do best. Meanwhile, we're only going to avenge that handsome reporter guy. Were you able to get the matter settled with your school, Agnes? Oh yes, I told them yesterday I would be absent for a few days due to a family emergency. They've always been very accommodating of my family situation, although I've never taken advantage of it like this. I don't think anyone can blame you given the circumstances. Hey, it's still a black mark on your spotless record though. Miss Perfect gonna turn into Miss Delinquent before we know it. Hey, as long as she doesn't sink to Vance level, she'll be fine. Hey, I'm literally standing right here. Well, you guys sure love to bicker, don't you? Well, what of Miss Bright and your other friends? Have you informed them? Oh, Ren already knows. She's going to be helping the guild on this mission. She's already left last night, so I expect we'll run into her in Oración. Well, makes sense. Guessing she had to take some time off too, then. Oh yes, she told the school she's received an emergency request to return home from the Liberian embassy. I didn't get a chance to fill in Odette and Albert on what's been happening though. I'll make it a point to apologize to them when we get back. Sounds like a plan. Morning, y'all. Sorry you two had to get up so early on our account. We have to get the bistro ready for business anyway, so tell me, why is the actress going with you? Oh, I'm going with them to assess the location for my next film. Yes, that's it. Well, I hope that goes well then. I was hoping Yuma would be able to get up and see you off, but it was just too early for her. We'll buy her a souvenir or two while we're out, so tell her to look forward for them. Of course, I'll do just that. I'm almost scared to ask why you have to leave for Oración of all places, especially at a time like this. But remember, I'm holding you to your promise about that souvenir. Hey, take good care of you people, you troublemaking buffoon. If even one of them gets hurt, I'm doubling the rent on your office. Ouch, you aren't pulling any punches, are you? Well, I'll do what I can to keep him safe. We'll pick the best souvenir money can buy. I'll put a big smile on Yuma's face, guaranteed. Well, we have known each other, not known each other for long, Mr. Zeman, but I can tell you're no ordinary traveler. Please make sure my tenants come back safe and sound. Of course, that's what I'm here for. In return, why don't we go for another round of chess when I get back? I would not be opposed to having more of that heavenly food of yours too. Nothing will make me happier, especially since our game last night ended in a draw. Still on his own bike. Yeah, they're definitely worried, that's for sure.
Wait!
Albert, Odette. What are you two doing here?
Ren texted us. She said the two of you will be absent for the next 3 days. As soon as I got her message, I woke up Odette, and we called a cab and got here as fast as possible.
Most trains aren't running at this hour, so that was really our only option.
Now then, where exactly are you going this early, Off on another thrilling adventure with that scoundrel and his shady entourage? If you keep throwing yourself into danger, one day you'll wind up getting hurt. Or worse.
I'm sorry for worrying you both. I should have told you sooner. I can't promise it won't be dangerous, but I have to do this.
No! You don't have to do anything. I don't want to lose you. I mean, look at what happened to Cray. I know you put a lot of pressure on yourself because of your family, But if that's your only reason, if you're just risking your life for your dad's sake, then I won't let you go.
Oh, Dad. And yes. I'll admit that I'm doing this in part because of that. But that's not my only reason. Ever since I started this job, I've been exposed to people of all walks of life. I've accumulated a wealth of important life experiences. And I felt closer to my mother and grandma than ever before to the things they left behind. It's all become just as vital to my growth as our day-to-day lessons at Aramis. I'd even go as far as to say it's become an inseparable part of who I am. So please, don't try and stop me. I'm not just going because of my family or because of what they passed down to me. I'm going because this is something that I have to do for myself.
Yes.
Ah. Whose car is that?
You're certainly up bright and early. About to depart, I take it?
Oh, Renee. What the hell is he doing here? What? What? Him? Hey, that's the guy who's always on the city screens.
Dad.
One must always be responsible when making critical decisions, and be acutely aware of their potential repercussions. I pray you took that into careful consideration when making yours, Agnes.
Of course I did. I am my father's daughter, after all. I fully intend to seize every opportunity to broaden my horizons and learn from my collective experiences. As much as it pains me to admit, I can't promise that I'll return safe and sound, but I can promise that I'll spare no effort to do so. The last thing I want is to sadden you and the friends I love so dearly.
Agnes.
Very well. Make the most of your connections while you're away. The CID is at your beck and call. There are many truths that lie dormant in the gap between ideals and reality. You would do well to seek them out. I will cover for you with regards to your absence from Aramis. You have 3 days, no more, no less. If you exceed that, I will send in the army. That is as far as I'm willing to compromise.
That's more than enough. Thank you, Dad.
I entrust my daughter into your care, ARKRIDE. You would do well to utilize her services to the fullest. I see you've gathered a retinue of assistants and associates. I am depending on you all to keep her safe from harm.
They would have done so regardless.
No need to worry, Mr. Prez. Your girl's in good hands. We may skirt the rules of society from time to time, but we ain't about to break any labor laws.
I too will do all I can to ensure the safety of everyone here.
You have my thanks.
I will give you a call once you reach the city. I shall leave a certain other woman in your capable hands as well.
Always finds a way to saddle me with busy work. Anyway, that president is sure something. Definitely has the looks for the part, but he sure doesn't wear his heart on his sleeve. The guy clearly cares about you, but he just won't come out and say it.
Well, he is a politician at heart. Evading direct answers is what they're good at.
Ah, darn it. I had so many arguments prepared, but now they've been blown out of the water. Just come back to me safely, all right?
Will do.
If anything does happen, just give us a ring, and we'll be there before you know it. Until then, please look after our friend.
Of course!
Yeah, you got it.
And there they go. Finally on to our next destination. Wonder what we're gonna be experiencing there. It's probably gonna be really intense. I can't wait. I'm really sorry for keeping this from you all. Hey, your relationship to Professor Epstein was plenty surprising as is. I never imagined your father was a huge celebrity too. Well, it was really obvious you were hiding something, but damn, That's one hell of a bombshell. No kidding. I'm still processing everything. I get what you mean. I assume the discussion to conceal your surname was made by the government? Oh, that's correct. It was part of a program designed to protect confidential state secrets. Claudel was my mother's last name. My real name is... You don't gotta spell it out. I thought you borrowed it from your mom's side, though. Oh, really? Well, it's been 4 years since my mother died now. Before that, even though my father was a politician in the opposition party, he was always just dad to me. But after mom died, and especially after he announced his candidacy 2 years ago, we've been drifting further and further apart. That was followed by the surprise election result that I'm sure you all know about. After that, I enrolled at Aramis under my mother's surname. I wasn't expecting my childhood friends Odette and Albert to be there too, though. They has remained distant ever since. I suppose that's what led me to becoming so invested in the diaries mom left behind. Which eventually brought me to Van and find the first Genesis. I think you'll know the rest of the story from there. And yes. So that's how it is. Well, both my mother and grandmother are still around, so I can relate to that part of your story. But I can certainly understand being attached to your family's legacy. Oh. Yes, we seem to be much the same in that respect. Wait, just so you know, I don't discriminate, so who your parents are ain't a problem for me. And knowing Van, he already knew that so long ago who she was. He ain't stupid. But so long as I'm paying you, I'm gonna be working you hard. And I don't need your pops telling me to do that. Of course. I got your back, Agnes. Man, I will end up being such a group of weirdos. Myself included, I guess. The old man's here got something that draws in people like us. Well, he's not wrong. You know I can see all you making faces in the rearview mirror like I'm some kind of troll magnet, right? Especially you, Judith. You don't even work for me. Well, actually, I made an arrangement to pay her commensurate with the services that she provides. Say what now? I insist on working for free, but she wouldn't take no for an answer. Ah, come on, Rosette. She's already rolling in cash from all her acting work. That mirror's gonna go towards a new body kit for the car. Van. I swear, this dude only cares about 3 C's. Cars, confections and communal baths. If I ever end up like him, please smack me upside the head. I think you may need to start keeping him on a short leash, Agnes. I'll consider it. Looking at him like a proud teacher. On the way to Oración, they came across several checkpoints, but put up due to the emergency declaration, but the CID had arranged for them to pass through. After a brief pit stop in Anchorville, they hit the road northeast. Well, the city we are headed to was capital of Calvard before the revolution 100 years ago. It has a population of around 280,000 people, making it the third most populous city in the Republic. That's a lot fewer people than the capital's 800,000 and Langport's 550,000. But man, oh man, this bike you got here is pure fire. Can't wipe the grin on my face. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it, but do ride with care. But didn't get half that reaction when he was driving my girl. Well, I guess even obsessing over something has its downs, huh? Well, I think your truck is nice and comfy if it helps. Now, we know that many other groups are also making their way to our destination. I am aware of Heyuhe and several Jaeger Corps, as well as the Grossritter and the Papalsgard secret unit. You're in the Grossritter if I recall, right? Yeah, it's an elite force affiliated with the Congregation of the Sacraments that primarily exists to recover artifacts. And then we have the Papal Guard, the holy city of the Eteria's peacekeeping force. So they have a special unit of sorts too? I'm no expert on them myself. Can you tell me a bit about them? Certainly. As you may be aware, the Grosritter is a relatively small organization, comprised around 1,000 people. The Papal Guard is a force of 30,000 strong that answers directly to the Congregation of Divine Worship. It took part in the war against the Empire. The relationship between the two congregations was strained even before that, but it became more so after the war. Still, while the Papal Guard may have the upper hand in numbers, the Grosritter has significant advantages that the Guard does not. Chief amongst them are the Dominions, the 12 Knights that led the organization, one of them whom I used to be. Their power and power of the unique abilities they wield is overwhelming. You encountered the 4th and 11th among them in the Blacklight District some time ago. Their strength too is incredible. Incredible enough to match that pair from the society we met yesterday. For real? Damn. That red-haired woman seemed so adorable to me. That weapon she had wasn't so adorable though. Well, gotta have some bite to stand up against a direwolf. Most people would be scared out of their mind. So, wait, then the other hooded guy who was down there that day? He is Iscariot's second in command. Iscariot being the Papal Guard secret unit I mentioned earlier. His name is Ashlad. He does not have any extraordinary abilities like a Dominion, but he still is a veteran in combat. He learned how to wield the battle mace from me personally, so in a sense, he is another student of mine. Huh? With the Papal Guard being so big, I'm sure even their secret unit is pretty sizable, huh? And the Oathbreaker is probably right there, everyone taking part in this has their own schemes in mind, them included. Well, likely so. If I were to speculate, I would say that the Grosritter aims to take Almata into custody and recover their artifacts. As for Iscariot, I believe they seek to destroy the artifacts or intercept their recovery. As well as execute all of Almata's members, who have no doubt long been branded as heretics. Execute? So their job is to take out traitors and criminals. Kinda sounds like Heyohe's Shangshu. I didn't think there were people like that in the church though. The church's situation sounds complicated enough, and they're just a small portion of the group we'll be facing. Once we arrive, our first goal should be assessing the situation on the ground, I suppose. I expect to hear what headquarters plan to do soon as well. Yeah, I know for sure if there are any Jaegers or wars in the city once we get there. Judging by how many people are going to be gathering there, I wouldn't be surprised if Abi and the rest of our people come. Well, we'll have to see what we learn from the guild and the CID too. And as soon as we finish contacting everyone and learning all we can, we'll get right to work. Alright. Sounds like we're about to get real busy. Lots of 4 SPGs and connecting events. Oración. November 20th, 11:28 AM. The vice capital. The former capital.
We finally made it to Oración. It's easy to tell that it's a city with a storied history just by looking at these buildings.
Yeah, they look amazing, to be honest.
I believe I heard the oldest cathedral in all of Calvard can be found in the eastern part of the city.
You heard right. I filmed there a few times myself. That place is always swarming with tourists.
Oh, isn't there like a super huge castle here too?
There is a palace, yes, though it was left in ruins during the Revolution. It's called Vashtar Palace, and it was once the center of the old Calvard Kingdom.
And let me guess, that's where we eventually will go to meet Almata and everyone? Hey, an old, abandoned, ruined castle seemed like the perfect place, right?
Bet that's a decently popular tourist spot, too. Wait, what's that?
That thing's called an orbital tram. It'll take you anywhere in Oración. They're good for scenic drives, but they ain't exactly built for speed. I'd only hop on one when you've got time to kill.
Darn, there goes that plan. We can ride one the next time we visit.
I've come here a few times for work before, but I never thought I'd return under these circumstances.
I've taken the liberty to reserve 2 rooms for us at a nearby hotel.
Awesome. You're a lifesaver, Master. It's not always easy to book rooms on such short notice.
Well, I'm guessing reputation helps as well.
So the Mafia's new base is somewhere in this city.
We'll dig those cowards out of whatever hole they're hiding in. Let's drop by the local branch first, though. We should get our ducks in a row and secure manpower before making a move.
Good thinking. Better to act with caution than with reckless abandon.
Yes, Elaine, so stay calm as much as you can.
While we're there, we should take the time to speak with the survivor. We may learn a thing or two from them.
Hopefully so.
Oh, yeah. Your folks are here, aren't they, Elaine? Are you planning to pay them a visit?
No. I'm only interested in handling the task at hand.
Yeah, it's too important.
And I believe our temporary collaborator shares my sentiment.
Indeed. I will assist you all to the best of my ability.
So many people are gonna be in this city. So many parties.
I've just confirmed that the top dogs of the guild and our young friends have entered the scene. We are still in the process of gathering intelligence on the enemy, but once our analysis is complete, I will be counting on you to do your part, Yin.
Naturally. Just so we are clear, though, I'm not a part of Heiyue, and I'm not doing this for you. However, I agree that we must do something about that weapon. It's a threat not only to the people of Calvard, but to the rest of the world as well.
I agree. It's too much power for one party to have.
And I will do everything within my power to protect both my former home and my new one.
It's good that they put that in there. Just so that you don't think she's been rehired or something.
Oh, damn. Guess the so-called strongest guy who ever lived is joining the fun.
Indeed. And it appears our friends from our very own Shadow Legion are here as well.
There he is. Like I said, so many parties. So little time.
There are a lot of powerful players here. We've got the Mafia, the Gardens, and all these other random groups. We have our work cut out for us, don't we?
On the contrary, I believe we could have this whole ordeal settled by the end of the day.
That would be perfect.
But I assume you wish to use this rare opportunity to determine what direction this continent is headed.
Yep. Plus, I'll bet there's gonna be a lot of fun surprises by the end. So we should let this show run its course.
Can't say I'm thrilled about having another run-in with that freak from the Gardens. But I'm still psyched as hell for this thing. That Dante's guy sure knows how to throw a party.
Well, good host or no, that man is a veritable monster. He's almost as bad as our friend in the silly blue coat.
Hey now, I resent that. I'll have you know I'm a model gentleman.
Sure. one that occasionally has to break the rules to, well, confirm his name.
One thing's for certain, though. This is going to be a festival to remember.
Damn, the air around the city is toxic as hell. You aren't wrong. There are powerful foes all around us, I can feel it. Really? But the town seemed so peaceful to me. There were a lot of tourists around as well. And that in and of itself is concerning, given what happened to Krell. From what I heard, the state of emergency lifted after one day here. Anyway, we should call up the CID.
I see you have arrived safely in the city. You were nearly on time as well. I'm impressed.
Did you set up a hidden camera in here? Never mind. What's the sitch, Renee?
We're still ascertaining the names and numbers of the enemy, but I have learned which organizations are there at present.
Why don't you share with the rest of the class then? We're all ears.
First, the Bracer Guild's Edith branch turned up shortly after you, and they were joined by some capable bracers from elsewhere. Then we confirmed the arrival of Heiyu Wei's White Orchid Dragon and Yin, and they likely have a large number of Shangsho accompanying them. A few Jaeger Corps have joined the fray as well, the warriors of Kruga and Eisenshield included. The church sent 2 members of the Grossritter, as well as elite members of Iscariot. Ikaruga and Marduk were also dispatched to Oración by their clients. Oh, and your clients are there too. They are likely lurking in the shadows as we speak. That's all I have. I shall leave the rest in your capable hands. I must turn my attention to the mountain of tasks that await me.
Just hearing him fire off those big names one by one was enough to make me nauseous. After those were just the highlights. There's still the Nidhogger Corps, Scorpions of Zad, and the Established Corps from the Central East. The Dollar family's here too, the 3rd largest mafia in all of Calvard. Then there's the Stillwater Fleet and Zect Arms. One of them is a group of Sea Jaegers, and the other's a new weapon manufacturer. Zect Arms, haven't you heard that before? I think that was a name that I had to remember, that I read in one of the comments way back. What criminal organization isn't in narration at this point? You got me there. Can't say I've heard of the last few names though. But we're all too familiar with Ikaruga. I bet anything that white-haired girl is leading the charge. I'm all but certain that Marduk sent the elite unit led by Mr. Al-Fayed. I sensed him earlier, so I'd say you're right on the money. And I know for a fact that my people and Ida's Corps are here too. And the Republican army is making their move in secret. Just what is Armada plotting? Like I said, I said it before, it wouldn't be unthinkable of saying that they're gonna blow the entire place up, taking out all the major parties. For the reason why not all the Grossritter are here, just in case something like that happened. Didn't you say that they leaked their current location themselves? I did. They invited us all to this place, knowing full well that they were painting a target on their backs in the process. They must be lying in wait as we speak. I imagine we will hear from them soon enough. And then this carnival of theirs will truly begin. Alright, the guy in the armor set me to take part in a carnival. Is that what this whole thing is about? Yeah, I bet money on it. Oh. Why is it going off now? That can only mean... Everyone's iPhones are ringing all at once? No caller ID. I'm gonna answer it.
Greetings, my friends. I thank you all for taking time out of your very busy schedules to come here today.
Well, at least now we have confirmed that he managed to teleport out of the explosion.
My name is Gerard Dante. I am the head of Armada, as well as the man you seek to destroy.
Ah, not beating around the bush, is he?
I am thrilled to announce that every one of our invitees are in attendance. No doubt you all were brought here under different circumstances, but your end goals are the same.
Yes. Me.
To lead us off in chains, or lead us to an early grave. We thought about simply settling this with an all-out war, but the collateral damage would no doubt be immense. And we would never involve innocent civilians in our bloodshed. At least not without an explicit purpose.
Yes, because Krail was the demolition of all that innocent life. So in their eyes it had purpose, even though they're definitely innocent.
So we went back to the drawing board, and we found a far more elegant solution. We decided to host a game. One that would make clever use of the sprawling labyrinth of underground ruins just below this city. The concept is quite simple. We will have you all engage in a fierce competition where you will proceed to slaughter one another like rabid animals. These ruins have existed since the days when this country was a kingdom, and when this city was its capital.
Like I said, old castle, and how Melchior sitting there like a loved one by his side.
They shall serve as the arena for our game. Once you have bathed in the blood of your peers, you will earn the right to challenge one of my pawns. Should you take all of my pieces, the last team standing will have the opportunity to checkmate me here in Vashtar Palace.
Like I said.
That is the long and short of it.
It was the most logical place to hold it. If you mention an old palace that's in ruins, you're already telling me straight away that place is gonna be important. He wants us to duke it all out in an old battle royale. They must be sick in their head that they think we'll play along with this insanity.
I should mention that participation is compulsory, so I would not skip out on this if I were you. That is, if you value your own lives, as well as those of the 280,000 innocents in this city.
Here it comes. And that's why in their eyes it's not innocent people, but people with a purpose. The purpose is to force everyone's hand to do as he wants. Because there is a bomb in this place, isn't it? Yep, and there it is. That's a nuclear weapon. Just like the one that destroyed Krail. They had another one of those damn things after all. That must be the last of Professor Callahan's incomplete prototypes.
I trust that an explanation of this device's capabilities is unnecessary.
That's why they blew up Krail, to have a show of force that they knew what was at stake.
This game has a number of rules that govern participation, the evacuation of civilians, and other such matters. Should anyone break the rules, the device will instantly detonate, sending everyone straight to the afterlife, whether that be heaven or Gehenna.
Yeah, we definitely know where you're gonna end up.
Rule violations will be assessed on a case-by-case basis by an impartial surveillance system, which is run by this relic.
The 6th Genesis. We knew it would be involved in some manner.
The device's judgment is absolute. Do not think you can pull the wool over its all-seeing eye. Should you wish to face me in battle, you must eliminate the other teams and conquer the game. It really is that simple. I do hope you will enjoy this carnival that we have dutifully prepared. I know that I will. Ah, and there's the noon bell. The game's first round will begin exactly 2 hours from now.
Giving you enough time to look around and get familiar with the place.
Each team has been assigned an entrance to the labyrinth. We will send each of you a map with their locations momentarily. Once you arrive, you will need to search for a key card that we located near your respective entrances. That about covers our overview. I look forward to seeing who I will fight at the end of these thrilling 3 days.
Well, these must be the rules of the game and the map to the underground. Let's have a look at them right away. The game begins at noon today and ends at 11:59 PM on November 22nd. At exactly midnight, El Mata will leave the area and detonate the bomb. None of the participating players may enter or leave Oración, nor can they call on reinforcements from the outside. Any attempt to leak information on the game to the press or to the people of Oración will result in an immediate detonation. Do not attack Vesta Palace from the outside or attempt to infiltrate it by any means other than through the established game area. At the end of each round, a new underground area will be unlocked with a boss assigned to each. The last remaining team can enter the palace. This can't be happening. Unfortunately, it is happening. We really are being forced to participate in a battle royale. With the Genesis rushing over us, we will have to comply and abide by these rules as well. Right, if it catches us breaking any of them, the whole city will be destroyed. Our options are limited, with the entirety of Oración's populace being held hostage. Hey, wait a second. If the bomb detonates early, they'll get caught up in the blast too, won't they? No, these guys can teleport to safely whenever they want. Though, even if they couldn't, I doubt they'd do this any differently. Yeah, that's why we probably saw Dante's at the clear location, to show us that he can't teleport out of there at the last second, knowing that if it explodes, he will survive for Daybreak 2. These guys are utterly insane. So this is how they plan to exploit the fruits of Professor Callahan's labor. How utterly abhorrent. I can't say I'm happy about how they're abusing the Genesis either. These are less than 2 hours until this first round begins. We have little time to waste. What should our next move be, Van? I say we get out in the field right away. We can't afford to just sit on our hands, not with what's at stake here. Eventually, we'll need to make our way over to the entrance and grab our keycard. But first, I think we should walk around the South District. It'll help us get our bearings. And while we're in the area, we can visit the guild branch there too. Sound like a plan. If these are all the rules, I might have an idea. In all honesty, I would have thought that Dante's would have given Van and the group like a wildcard situation. Like, because they are not affiliated with any big organization, giving them some extra leeway to be like the wildcard. Like, pick your own entrance, go where you want, do this, do that. See if you can get out on top with a longer leash. Oh well. Still like it though. So basically what we have is Battle Royale, and depending on if we win, we'll get to face them. And of course we have to win. We're the main party, so what will happen with the rest of them? Do we have to destroy them, or do we just have to incapacitate them? Because I don't see us literally destroying all of them. We're not that ruthless, are we? Tell me, have you met before in another town? You all look rather familiar. I intended to take a trip to the Free Cities, but now my plans have gone awry. Customs is delayed due to that tragedy, so I'll be sticking around here for the time being. I'm reasonably familiar with Oración regardless, so I'm sure it'll be a worthwhile stay.
No need to be shy now.
More new stuff? Potentially. But again, I don't want to cut on Ferry's accuracy, because it's shit as it is.
See you again.
Welcome to Rean. If there's anything I can help you with, just give me a holler. I might just be part-timer, but I promise I'm just dedicated to caring for our guests as Norbert. I know what it feels like to be an outsider in the city, so I'm committed to giving a helping hand to any traveler that come here. I moved to Oración to attend its music academy, but for a while I struggled to find work due to my Central Eastern heritage. Norbert didn't care about that in the slightest though. He brought me food and on board and made me feel welcome here. And that's why I'm working extra hard to show my gratitude. Well, thank you for staying with us. We're happy to serve you. Evidently, there's been a few shady characters around the city as of late. Nonetheless, it's our job to provide legendary service for our guests, no matter who they are. If I can help you in any way, you just need to ask. Due to this tavern's popularity, the owner has high expectations of us, and we intend to rise above them.
Do you have any preferences?
Foods, new recipes, gratin, hearty steak.
Thanks for coming in.
Let's first say... Let's see how the sausage is made. The chunky Weisswurst. Alright. Let's make... we don't have the ingredients to make more. We have no prime. We only have one prime beast essence.
Time to flex my cooking muscle.
So we can make one. We'll definitely do that.
Go on.
Because I'm guessing the prime beast essence is what we get from finding monsters, which we do on quite a regular basis. Alright. It's been a while since I traveled up here from Oris. I can believe the universe picked now of all times to send the Republic into a frenzy. I had some business to discuss, so instead of leaving everything to the vendor, I decided to come here myself, and then this happens. The consignees appears to be okay, but before I do anything else, I should stop by their places and make the deliveries. This inn was my first stop, and once I finish my break, I'll see how our best customers are doing. You do that. And before we head out into the city, let's leave the episode here, shall we? Because there's going to be plenty of people to talk to, decisions to be made on the next episode, and I'm pretty sure we're going to do some side content here as well. There has to be like a 4RPG here that we can do to help people before our 2-hour timer is up. But we'll see that on the next one. And like I said, I think we're moving towards something extremely big. Wasn't expecting a battle royale though. We'll see how it goes later. There's definitely gonna be a few people trying to scheme and worm around the rules as they have placed down for us. But like I said, we have to see. So for now, I wish you a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, spread the word that we are in Oración, and I will see you all next time. So till then, bye bye.